You know, some people just don't get it. After an initial crushing loss to Ryan Garcia that was later overturned, Devin Haney says something very shocking, unthinkable even, if you're a fan of the sport of boxing and you paid attention last year. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year to everybody that celebrates, that's welcoming a new year. Appreciate you for rocking. Let's get to it. 2025, your boy Ego. I told you I was ready for this year. I'm up for the challenge. Let's go. Devin Haney, he takes to his social media, and in my opinion, the Haneys, since the Ryan fight, 420, got smoked, 420, they're making it worse. Devin Haney took to his social media verified account, and he says, Mashallah, 2024 was my best year to date. Allah is the perfect planner, and I put all my trust into him. I learned so much about myself, and I received the blessing of a lifetime, a daughter. 2025, I will rise higher than before with the power of Allah, inshallah, end quote. Now, as far as the kid, you know, that's obviously a blessing. I believe Devin is a first-time father, so that's an amazing time for him. So I don't really have anything to say there. But to act like 2024 was the perfect year and an amazing year, as you say, your best year, it just sounds crazy. And the crash out continues. To me, this has been a long drawn out temper tantrum from the Haneys. You know, you guys can say whatever you want. You can like my videos. You don't have to like the videos. You can love it, hate it. It don't matter. I'm here to speak the truth as I see it. And to me, I just feel like this is not realistic, you know. For a person to be optimistic, I'm all for that. I particularly paint myself, I believe myself to be an optimistic person. But above all that, I'm a realist and I'm a realistic person. So Stevie Wonder, ribbon in the sky, 13, things are getting bright. Stevie Wonder could see that it wasn't clearly Devin's best year in a lot of ways. Again, out of what he said in that diatribe, the only positive was becoming a father. And, you know, that's cool. But clearly the Haney brand has taken a major hit and nosedive. You would have to virtually live under a rock, or the other option, be a Haney-ac, to not admit what I'm saying. And the Haney-acs themselves, if they're realistic and they're not liars, which some of them are, but the content creators, the Haney-acs, whoever, that put out propaganda, we'll say, even they know deep down inside what Boxing Ego is saying is true, because they complain about it. They say, oh, you guys are supporting the cheater. And it's really funny that the Haney-acs, they have a couple things that I think they thought would work, but it really did nothing. They thought that if anybody said the truth about Devin, they could just throw the coon label on him. Like, oh, you're being a coon. Or say, oh, you're a hater of Devin. You're just hating on Devin. Or I've even seen Haney-acs, and this one is just mind-boggling, but I've seen Haney-acs suggest that people are saying what they say because they don't have fathers and they come from fatherless homes, which is, you know, abundantly stupid, because what would make you deduce that a person who's talking about Devin's stock dropping, which is all too apparent if you look in any comment section. You see that he hasn't come back yet. He has no fight, you know, these things. What would make you even say that, you know? Because some people have said, I have a grudge against Devin and all this. I have my father. In fact, I seen him New Year's Eve. So again, this logic doesn't add up. So I don't know who these Haneys think they're fooling, but you can't really get around the truth. And the truth is Devin Haney's stock has taken a major blow. I'm talking Curtis blow, crowbar blow. And they're frantically trying to throw and hurl insults and anything that they can in order to get people on their side. And then now you have the Haneys themselves, Bill and Devin, that it's like they're living in la la land. Bill's running around. Every single thing that his son goes through, he's trying to defend him. He just said he had a daughter. I don't know if she's been born yet or whatnot, but your son just had a son and you think you can shelter him from the world. He's a celebrity. People are gonna say what they want. You look bad, like butting in to every single like criticism, every narrative. Like Devin is bringing a kid in this world, yet he has his dad at age 26, his dad trying to fight his battles. It just looks weird. And then the Haneys will celebrate it like this is, you know, black fatherhood at its best. You know, to be a strong black father is more than just being in your son's life, especially when you're damaging your son's job or career. What part of the game is that? You know what I mean? So stuff like that doesn't make sense. And neither does Devin Haney's tweet. He's talking about this is the best year of his life. Just look in the comment section, people. I'm not even going to, for this video, read a bunch of comments that the fans say, don't take my word for it. Go to this man's comment section where he said this thing, if he hasn't deleted it, where he said it's the best year of his life, and look through his own comments. The fans are always gonna be a mirror and, you know, hold that mirror up to you so you can really see how you look. You know, people can say, oh, you look amazing. But when that mirror raises up and you see that you have acne and pimples and pus, you know, that's the reality of your situation. And the way I see it, Devin Haney's situation is dire right now. He's in a difficult spot. So, you know, he can front and act like this is the best year and I'm so optimistic. Allah's the perfect planner. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if you really mean that by your next move and also your next fight. He's saying he learned so much about himself. What did you learn? You kept the same team. And to me, I think that's the lack of humility and growth from the experience is what's making me very stern that Devin is going to have a hard time bouncing back, because I haven't really seen that. The team is fighting people at the carnival. The team is acting arrogant. There's really no humility at all. They're making, I want to say excuses. They're saying that things that they had control over, acting like they didn't have control over. For example, Ryan missing weight, and then you're bringing up the weight. It doesn't work like that. You can't accept the fight, take penalty money, and then now you're crying because it didn't play out in your favor. The moment he missed weight, you had an option: renegotiate and take penalty money, which you did, or cancel the fight and possibly cancel the event, or fight the understudy, Arnold Barboza, who was brought on the card in the same weight class, just in case something like this were to occur. You didn't do that. You didn't elect to do that. That is your fault, period. I don't want to hear nothing else. It's your fault. It could have been Ryan's fault only because that is unprofessional to miss weight. Notice I'm very consistent. I don't have to lie or bend the truth in order to make a point. Ryan missing weight is unprofessional. It's boxing. It does happen. And when it does happen, you have to have a smart enough team to anticipate these things so you have a game plan. And even if you didn't, for some reason, anticipate it, you need to have a proactive team that's gonna be making decisions, not for anybody else, but for your best interest. I really feel that came to bite the Haneys in the rear end. I think they thought that it was sweet. They thought they still could beat Ryan despite the added weight, and it would be another day at the office. And they didn't anticipate Devin getting hurt in the first round. They didn't anticipate him getting dropped so many times. And now they're running around like chickens with their head cut off, because this is what happens when you don't anticipate or think that this could happen, right? Imagine you worked at a job for 12 years and you're a good worker. You don't think there's any reason for you to lose your job. Why would you? You're a great worker. You've never been late. You have good relationship with the store manager. But what if the store manager gets fired? What if your manager gets fired? New set of rules, right? What if the company has an Enron situation and they just do massive layoffs or close the company down? So this is what always hurts people, because people don't have a game plan for things that they couldn't foresee. And I think that's what happened with Team Haney. They didn't imagine in their wildest dreams that April 20th would have played out like it did on April 20th with Ryan Garcia, the whole deal. And then now they're trying to flip it and spin it and act like it's a positive. Like, yo, I feel so great. You know, Allah's the perfect planner, and then bring religion into it to make it like this was a momentous occasion or somehow the best year of your career. I mean, stop. How is this the best year when your best performance was likely the Regis Prograis fight? You fought in the Bay Area. I was at the fight, and you did your career highest live gate. It was a career high live gate. You fought in your alleged backyard, and you had a great performance moving up in weight against the champion, and it was on pay-per-view. So you can let people throw these things out here, but I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that this is your best year, the year you got almost decapitated and stopped by Ryan Garcia. It came very close to that. And now we're supposed to believe that this was some kind of revelation, amazing year. Like, come on. I mean, if anybody had a choice to go through this type of valley, most people wouldn't prefer to it. I know that's part of life, to go through peaks and valleys, but most people would not prefer to be in a position as a fighter like Devin is currently in. And I'll continue to expand on it, but I don't buy this one bit, Devin saying it's his best year. If you do, let me know why in the comment section, because it's not making sense to me.